Greetings to you this day. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with a PSA, a public service announcement. It's a segment that I normally do on a Sunday, but if I feel the need, I'll do it any day of the week. This week's PSA is going to be the dangers of hypocrisy, and most of my lessons, not all, a lot of them I rotate. I'm going to start introducing some little bit more different information, but I'm going to continue to talk about and discuss the same lessons over and over and over. Okay? Dangers of hypocrisy. Do you ever feel frustrated by people who say one thing but do another? Welcome to the world of hypocrisy, where actions don't match words. And trust is hard to come by. Today we shed light on this dangerous behavior and provide tips on how to identify and deal with hypocrisy. Hypocrisy can be found in various aspects of life: politics, relationships, and even within ourselves. It's essential to recognize the signs and understand its impact and understand its impact and trust. Let me say that again. It's essential to recognize the signs and understand the impact on trust and integrity. The first step is to identify hypocrisy. Watch out for individuals who preach virtues but fail to follow their teachings. These are the people who demand honesty but lie, advocate for fairness but act selfishly. Hypocrisy can damage relationships and communities, eroding trust and leaving us feeling betrayed. And I'm going through that. I openly say I'm not perfect. I know I'm not. But I'm going to be honest, when I mess up, I'm going to take my behind whooping and I'm going to move on. There's a lot of people that they just, because when they make a mistake, they don't want people to know they made a mistake. They want to try to hide it because of their pride. Because they don't want to be seen as making a mistake. We all make mistakes. You're a dope. If yeah. Just face up to your mistake and move on. I mean, that's how it is with life, Those that make it easy. Who wants to be embarrassed? No one. Well, when we make a mistake, that's what the repercussions can be. So how can we deal with hypocrisy? First, we need to take a closer look at our own actions, which I do. I do. These are exercises I developed. And they're things that I want to work on. But I'm going ahead and I'm recording them because I'm hoping somebody can get something out of it. I'm talking to you about stuff that I work on, that I actually do. A lot of it. Especially when it comes to improving myself. But I feel like, I need to give back. And this is my way to give back. For free. Because it's the right thing to do. For anybody that's willing to just listen, take a few minutes out of their day and listen, you might get something out of it if you want to improve yourself. I'm working on self-improvement every second. Am I perfect? No. Do I have my moments where I feel, I don't care and want to just destroy everything sometimes? But I have to get a hold of that. Because that's not coming from a good place, okay? But I have normal feelings like anybody. But anyway. Secondly, don't be afraid to address hypocrisy when you see it. And I'm like that. Sometimes I just, I'll stop people mid sentence or mid conversation and say blunt and just kind of interject from time to time. But then sometimes if the person is so ridiculous and, I'm just like, okay, well, you're going to have to end up finding out whatever that is going to be for you if you're that defiant. Engage in open dialogue to promote understanding and growth. And I'm like that. I like talking to people. I keep it surface level. I don't tell them all my deepest, darkest secrets, you know, when I'm just, you know, having discussions with people, because it's not necessary to do that, you know, because that can be used against you too. But that's a whole conversation for another day. But we're all grown, and you understand what I mean. Be the change you want to see. Strive to align your actions with your values. Start with yourself first. You. Start with you. Leading by example and inspiring others to do the same. Remember, overcoming hypocrisy is a collective effort. Encourage open discussions about the importance of consistency and integrity in all aspects of life. And I noticed that people think, like, if you want to, you know, not be in trouble with the law, or if you want to, you know, earn your money an honest way, like, there's something wrong with that. Even if it's not making at some wage that people feel is worthy of them even considering. If somebody's honest, what difference does it make? You can have a service job and have a house if you budget your money right. If you might have to be in an area, you know, to start off, you know, that can meet your budget and move up from there. It's all in how you look at things. See, I'm one of these kind of people. I don't take no for answer unless it needs to be a no. When somebody tells me I can, I'm the kind of person, I'm like, oh, said I can. You said I can't. And that I take as a challenge sometimes. Now, some things I'll just back off of it, it's outside of my scope, you know, and I'll just leave it. But some things I take that as a challenge when people underestimate me, and I have to show them a little something. Together we can make a difference. Say no to hypocrisy and embrace authenticity. This message was brought to you by Michelle Strickland. Join me in creating a world of honesty, trust, and understanding.